Basically, you're the only guy who is left in the band Mystic Circle right now. You're the last one who formed the band. But what a lot of guys don't know, that you were in the early years with the bass player of Crematory.
Yes, indeed.
But you formed then Mystic Circle with Argon together.
Yes.
You made your first demo, Dark Passion. Was, can you say, the style like the later CD Damien? The Great Beast.
The reason why I left Crematory at this stage was because I wanted to do Antichrist music, more brutal stuff, more heavy stuff. That was the reason why I created Mystic Circle with Argon, with the former drummer at this time.
After the Drachen Blues, you have Infernal Satanic Verses.
That's right.
It was, my meaning is that it's a little bit more, too much keyboard on it. And the songs are brutal, but not fast enough for a black metal band like you remember it from Morgan Reuter or from Drachen Blues.
The reason why we did that was because we want to go next higher step. So I think we have overloaded the Infernal album, but this album was also very successful. But it was too overloaded because we want to do a higher step after the Drachenblut album, get more bombastic stuff and more stuff like that. But it was too overloaded, so at this time we want to go back to the roots.
And the big success was at this time for you to play the Wacken Open Air.
In '99, yes. It was a great show, I think, but it was a bad sound on stage.
So the last piece for last episode was then the Kriegsgötter 2 CD or mini CD.
That was a mini CD with cover versions and with one demo song, and our former keyboarder Balsulgor did one keyboard track on it, and that was the last thing we did with last episode at this time. Then we changed to Massacre Records, a new record deal in a new area.
And I also changed the drummer, because Argon left the band.
Many guys left the band.
Yeah, you lose 2 guitar players before, that's what we talked to Esferes before,
Yes.
when he joined the band after the Morgan Radio recording. So then you changed the record company to Massacre, and there was also a little change of the style. Was it to provoke? Was it to experiment? Or was it the Great Beast album to make another step to the dark sides?
The Great Beast album was another step. We want to go back in some way. We want to go write songs that are shorter. We want to do a better production. And at this time we had a keyboarder, so there was lots of keyboard in it. But it was an easier album than the Infernal Satanic Verses album, because after this album we can't go higher, you know. We have not the money for an orchestra or something, so we want to go, because of the life we played now 13 or 12 European tours and lots of shows, and on stage it's very difficult to get a good sound, and so when you're too overloaded with too many instruments. So we want to go back to that thing, to the easier thing.
So then you had another concept album, Damien.
The Damien album. So at this time we want to do a pure brutal and fast album. We had a new drummer who can play real fast, and we can do that song live very good. We are only 3 persons, so but this album rocked and it was a big success. Worldwide, in Australia we were on a radio station #1, and yeah, it was good. We had many interviews from Massacre Records all over the world, in Europe also, South America, and this is a concept album about the Omen trilogy, which every horror fan must know, I think.
And your latest recording is then the Open the Gates of Hell CD.
That's right.
We have also, for people who know you, a surprise when you hear the song On the Wings of Death.
Well, it's no surprise, because we always experiment like with keyboard songs like Cry Little Sister or something, a movie track which we recorded. So it's no surprise for a Mystic Circle fan. It's the last song maybe we recorded for a long time with keyboard, because on the new album there will be, I think, no keyboard at all. It goes more in the trashy way, more brutal stuff, more groovy stuff.
And when you take the complete history of Mystic Circle, when you start as a black metal band, pagan metal band, with corpse paint, war paint, you have pyro, you have fire, you have a great show on stage, and it's all getting smaller. A lot of people would say, oh, Mystic Circle without a show isn't Mystic Circle, but I think that the music must stand in the front.
Of course we do a brutal show, we are 3 people, we have lots of energy, and the spirit of Mystic Circle is not broken, because the spirit at the beginning of Mystic Circle was to create dark, antichrist, extreme metal music. It doesn't matter if you call it black metal or death or thrash metal. It's dark music, extreme music, and that's what it should be from the beginning. We use the whole ground from extreme music, like death metal, gothic metal, black metal. But it's an antichrist and dark spirit, and that's what it should be. And the lyrics always will be.
The old guy in the band, 20 years playing fucking guitar. So, how do you join black metal band like Mystic Circle?
Organ called me, and I want to play in the band, of course, go on tour. And
with the change of the record company, you change a little bit your style. You go from a real black metal band, you call your music dark satanic metal.
yeah,
I think, when I think about this time when the Great Beast were in the store, perhaps as a project, that you try how the fans react on Mystic Circle when they get a little bit slower and more aggressive.
that was more death metal. You want to play more death metal, more groovy death metal with keyboards, majestic black metal like the Infernal Satanic Verses album so far, but more death metal vocals, more brutal guitars and stuff. And this album was slower, the whole songs, you know. But yes, that was the way we follow the way of satanic metal, dark satanic metal. It's today we call the music also dark satanic metal. But after Great Beast we want to play Damien. We recorded Damien. It was more faster. We have more fun and lost to play faster songs, you know, like Damien with keyboard stuff. Yeah, and that's the thing. We have when we make songs, write songs that come from the heart, straight from the heart, and we play what we want: slow black metal, dark satanic metal, whatever, you know. We did from the heart.
And also what changed since Drachenblut over Infernal Satanic Verses to the Great Beast, we every time had Balthazar as a keyboard.
Yes, of course.
And then you left the band.
Yeah.
And when then we recorded Damien and Open the Gates of Hell, the songs will go straight more heavy guitars,
Yes,
more
yeah.
old school heavy metal guitars,
Yeah.
and faster and more brutal.
But yeah, of course. That was.
Was that the way you wanted, that you get the keyboard out and play more old style metal?
That's
or?
true. That's true. It was the step by step to go without the keyboard, because our keyboard also left the band. What can we do? We can.
You can get a new keyboard.
Yeah, new keyboard, of course. But live we have much problems. The keyboard was too loud, the guitar was too low, and the fans said, that's too much keyboard metal and stuff. Okay, they can say what they want. It's from the heart what they say. It's really important for us. But we do write our songs personally from our heart, you know. But yeah, we want to play black metal or death metal or heavy metal with strong guitars, you know. It's really important to have guitars in the front, not keyboards in the front, you know.
And now you have another great beast. If you're on the drums, it's Nico.
Yes, that's good. Yeah, great beast. That's good.
But there are a lot of problems since Argon left the band. You have a lot of drummers left and come and left and come, and
Yes.
nobody's the right guy. And you had to play 1-2 Candle Corps. That's all. What's Candle Corps? You have to use the drum computer.
Yeah. This tour with Candle Corps in 2000.
How do the fans react on such a thing when they don't see a drummer?
We was in East Germany, in East Europe, and the fans are really crazy, and found it very good. That was important thing for them was to see them as live, you know. They don't say nothing. We have a drummer or not a drummer, but in West Europe or Germany, it's really stronger. It's difficult, you know. We have no drummer, and some people say, "What is this?" And so it's not metal. We have no drums. By summer, it's okay. They start without, or start with the drum machine or with a percussion set, small, you know. But by us, it was more a thing to go over the trouble, you know. That was one tour without drums, and we can have played this festival Les Artefacts with Iron Maiden. I bite in my ass when I don't play this, you know. I have no drummer and I can't play with Iron Maiden. That sucks, you know. And we did it so we can play a tour, we can play a big festival, one of the best we played ever, and that was okay, you know.
How do you join Mystic Circle? How do you find the band?
I got a call from a friend of Belzebub, and his friend had a band, and they were looking for a drummer, and they asked me to play in their band, and we did a rehearsal, and then he offered me that also Mystic Circle were looking for a drummer, and at this time they were next to their rehearsal room, and I went over to them. We talked a bit, and it was just 7 days before they started their European tour with Ancient Rites, and that was the point when I joined Mystic Circle. They said, "Okay, you're in, you can do the job," and I had 7 days to get the whole program, and and from then on. Yeah.
So when they say you have 7 days, you must be a good drummer. Which bands do you play before?
I had a death black metal project before with friends of mine, just the local band, and a few top 40 bands or rock pop stuff, blues bands, something like that. And I'm used to write charts and to read during concerts from track sheets and stuff like that. So. That wasn't a big deal for me.
So when you play really fast, your speed is really professional.
Thanks.
But it's not normal to see a drummer who has his cymbal over his head to play the crash cymbal.
That was a suggestion that our producer made during the Damien session. That I just a little gimmick to play the China over my head. He saw that from the drummer of Prince, and that was Sheila E, and a girl, and she had the China over her head, and I tried that after the recordings. I set up my set and set up the cymbal over my head, and I tried it, and after I get used to that, it was comfortable. It's just another way of playing.
So we have Open Gates of Hell as the last album from Mystic Circle. Now with this DVD we had it best off.
Mm-hmm.
What will come next?
An Australian tour, maybe in April. It's not confirmed yet, but it's planned so far. And we will do another recording session in September next year for a new CD. And yeah, that's it so far, as I get information from